What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin. I hope that you will consider sticking around and subscribing. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. You know I love you. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about this beautiful thing right here. This is the Sigma Cor De Rosa palette. If you haven't seen her yet, this is what she looks like. I also did pick up some of the, well, not some of them, I picked up all of the lip products that came in this collection as well. So there are 3 lip glosses and a liquid lipstick that I do swatch for you and talk about a little bit at the end of this video as well. So if you are interested in seeing this collection, seeing how I did this look, listening to the motorcycles that have been going up and down the street the entire time I've been doing this, if you are interested in all of that, then let's get right into it. All right, you guys, here we go. So here's this beautiful palette. I'm so excited. Oh, can we just take a look? I mean, this is just, it's just stunning. And it did come with a brush, and obviously we all know Sigma is known for their brushes. I've actually never used Sigma brushes before, so I'm really excited to play around with this guy. It looks like it is the E38 on this side and the E54 on this side. And I've actually never... I'm sorry guys, I live on a main road in Philly, and there's this group of guys that just rides their motorcycles up and down the street literally every single day. I don't know who they are or why they do it, but it is obnoxious, and you're probably gonna hear it in the background a lot in this video, so I apologize. But as I was trying to say, I have actually never tried Sigma eyeshadows before, so that's another reason that I'm really excited for this video. So let's get started. I am gonna take this end of the brush. Like, do you hear that? It's ridiculous. It is obnoxious. They're so loud, I feel like they're in my apartment. So I am gonna take this shade right here, which is called Veranda, and that's what I'm gonna use to set my eyeshadow primer. I'm not sure if I already mentioned it, but I did use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, so I already primed my eyelids. I'm not sure if I said that, so in case I didn't. And I'm actually not loving that brush for what I was trying to use it for. It's just a little bit too small, so I'm just taking a bigger brush. God. All I'm doing is trying to set my eyeshadow primer. I'm already struggling. Okay, I'm like sitting here staring at this palette because I have no idea what I want to do. I thought maybe I would want to go for a pinky look, but I actually don't think I want to do that. I think I want to stay kind of in this quad right here and then venture down maybe into some of the browns right here. So let's go with that. So I am first going to take this shade right here, which is called Cor De Rosa, name of the palette. And can we just take a second to appreciate how beautiful that little, what do you even call that, like pressed shape? I want to say embroidery, but I know that's not right, but just, I think that is so beautiful with the rose pressed into just that one shade, like the name shade of the palette. I don't know, I just think that's a nice touch. So I'm going to take that on the E38 end of this brush, probably going to screw up that beautiful little rose I was just talking about, but this color is going to go right in the crease. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Apricot, which is this guy right here, and I'm getting it just on a clean blending brush. And I'm going to use this just to blend at the top here, and it's actually a little bit more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. But the idea here is just that we're softening that line at the top of the Cor De Rosa shade that we just laid down. I apparently have some dry patches on my eye today. I've got a nice big, like, I think this is an ingrown hair, because from quarantine, I have not been plucking my eyebrows nearly as often as I usually do, so I feel like my hairs are getting so long and then like I'm getting ingrown hairs in my eyebrows. So bad. And then while I'm at it, I actually think I'm going to take a little bit of this Veranda shade and continue that blend just to lighten it up. Next, I think I want to go in with this shade right here. It's called Medallion, and it's a little bit more brown and less orange than some of the shades we've used so far. So I'm gonna use this to deepen up the crease. I'm taking this on a Morphe M139, just a more tapered blending brush to help me concentrate it a little bit more. And I want to use this just to kind of keep the look fairly neutral, like just to bring some neutral colors to the look, I guess. I don't know, I'm struggling to find my words today, but you guys know what I mean. And then once I've built that up, I'm gonna go back in and I'm just gonna blend and make sure everything's working together. For the lid today, I think we'll do this guy right here. This is called Campfire. So I'm gonna go in with my finger first, see how we do. Okay, it's not anything crazy. Okay, this color's all right, but it's not wowing me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep building it up a little bit, getting it on my finger, and I'm actually gonna pat it 2/3 of the way across my lid. So I'm just gonna leave the very outer corner for a deeper shade that we're gonna use in a second, but I'm gonna drag this across. And then what I wanna do, because I feel like this gold shade right here is just screaming my name and wants to be used, I'm gonna take that, this is called Sun Sprite, I'm gonna take that also on my finger and I'm gonna build it on top of this Campfire shade that we were just using, because this looks a little bit more foily to me in the pan, like it just, yeah, look at that. Yes, that's what I want. I'm just gonna pack that over top and almost kind of mix the two shades. That Campfire shade wasn't bad, I just think it's maybe not meant to be as bright. Okay, and then just for argument's sake, because this is a review and a tutorial and we're playing around with the palette as much as possible, I am curious to see what this gold shade looks like when it's wet. So I wanna go ahead and try and foil it a little bit across the lid. So I'm just getting some of that shade on a flat shader brush, and then I'm just gonna take some setting spray. This is my L'Oreal, what is this? The Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I just ordered a whole bunch of dewy setting sprays from Ulta because I was down to only one, and who can only have one setting spray? Like, not me. Yeah, so I do think that makes a difference. I mean, it always does. A wet eyeshadow is not the same as a dry eyeshadow, but some don't need to be wet. Like, there are some out there that truly don't need to be wet. So I always look for that when I'm trying stuff out, but for me it's really not like that much of a deal breaker if they need a little help. If I can just spray it and get it to where I want it to go, then that is fine with me. Yeah. So you can kind of see the difference there between the two eyes. Okay, for the outer corner, I'm gonna take this guy right here, which is called Bare Root. And I'm taking it on this brush. This is one of the brushes I got from the Beauty Crop. It is the E101 flat shader from their Pineapple brush set. So I'm just gonna use that to start packing it into the outer corner. And then as always, I'm just kind of taking the top of my brush and dragging it through the crease because I like that little extra bit of definition. I have one type of makeup look that I like and I'm sticking to it. That's not true. I have a few, but this is my go-to. Then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of that medallion shades, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with the gold. I always like to take this up as if I'm cutting my crease, even though I'm not, because I am too lazy for cut creases. And then I'm gonna start blending it out right here along the line where it meets that Bare Root color, because we do want to kind of start to blur the lines between those two. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit more of that Campfire shade on my finger. There go the motorcycles again. And I am going to use that to blend right here so we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so I think the lid is where I want it to be at the moment, so I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and clean up the edges here because I definitely blended a little too far. All right, you guys, I'm gonna quick pop off of camera, do the rest of my face makeup, and we will come back, finish the look, and then we will move into the lipsticks. So see you in a few. Alright, you guys, so I am back with the rest of my face makeup on. I popped on some lashes. These are my House of Lashes Iconic Lights. Honestly, since I've tried these are probably my favorite lashes that I've ever worn. They're like the only ones that I ever want to wear, so I probably will be repurchasing a lot of these to have on backup. I just love them. I think they're so flattering. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I'm just gonna take this brown eyeliner and line my waterline with it. This is a Morphe eyeliner. I feel like every time I use one of these in my videos, I say this, but I really am not like a gigantic fan of these Morphe eyeliners, but it's what I have, so I'm using it. But I really actually need to order some more eyeliners. And I'm just being really generous with this because I'm thinking, I just decided in my mind that I want a pretty like glam, smoky lower lash line. So next I'm gonna go back into this shade right here, Bare Root, and I'm taking that on a Morphe E36, so just like a tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to work that along my lower lash line, right up against where we put that eyeliner. So there's a look at the eye with the eyeshadow versus the eye that just has eyeliner on it still. So, sorry, I know I keep looking down, you can't see what the heck I'm doing. So just adding a little bit of drama. What else is new? And then to smoke that out, I am going to go back into Medallion, and this is just on a small blending brush. This is from a Morphe set that I got forever ago, like probably over 3 years ago at this point. I don't even think they make it anymore, but again, whatever brush you have. I say it all the time, I'll say it a million times more. And then to finish off, I'm gonna take this shade right here. I've literally been waiting this entire video to use this shade. It is called Belle of the Ball, and it is just this beautiful, like, hi, hello, yeah. So we are gonna use that as our inner corner and brow bone highlight. So just taking a small little brush. Okay, so that color is really pretty on its own, but it is pretty glittery. It did kind of get all over my face while I was using it, so I might have prepped with a glitter glue if I could go back, but once again, I do want to see how it looks wet, so I am just going to get a little bit more of it on my brush and then wet it with a setting spray and just pop a little bit more of it in my inner corner. Okay, and then real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and load up the lower lashes with mascara. All right, so I have zoomed you guys out a little bit. We're gonna finish up with some lip products, and then that will be the end of this video. So Sigma also came out with 3 lip glosses. So we have Cor De Rosa lip gloss, we have Lilac Wine lip gloss, and we have the Secret Garden lip gloss, and then there also is the Cor De Rosa liquid lipstick. Honestly, all 3 of these glosses look absolutely gorgeous, so I think maybe I'll just do some like quick hand swatches for you guys, and then I'll choose which one I want to try on the lips. Oh, pretty. So it's got like a nice brush applicator. So this one is Cor De Rosa. There you go. So just like a beautiful bronzy nude with lots of glitter. All of these lip glosses are really glittery, so if you're not into that, you might not like these. I personally am very into it, so I'm very excited to try. All right, the next one is, this looks like Lilac Rose to me. Oh no, this one is Secret Garden. I'm not really going in any particular order, I'm just picking them up. Ooh, this is pretty. This is a lot more like pinky, so this would go well with an eye look with obviously a lot more of the like pinky tones in the palette. Look at how gorgeous that is. Let me see if I can turn the light down a little bit so you guys can really see. Yeah, really pretty, really shiny, really reflective, gorgeous. Okay, and then the last one then is Lilac Wine. This one is definitely a lot more of a pink toned lip gloss. These swatches are terrible. They're not neat at all, but you guys get the idea. Actually, let me do a shot where I like focus in on these so you can see the texture. One sec. So now hopefully you guys can really see just like how beautiful and reflective those shades are. And then right here we have the liquid lipstick. This is also called Cor De Rosa. This is pretty. Oh, this would go pretty nicely with this look, I think. So I'm thinking for this look, what we'll do is we'll do the Cor De Rosa liquid lipstick, and then we'll do a little bit of the Cor De Rosa gloss on top to finish it off. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the gloss to finish it off. Alright you guys, so here we are with the finished look, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous from the packaging to the actual color story. Now, is this an original color story? Not really. I mean, it's very reminiscent of something like a modern renaissance or like any kind of warm toned palette, but is there any palette out there that hasn't been done before in some capacity? No. We've seen neutral palettes, we've seen rainbow palettes, we've seen monochromatic palettes, we've seen big palettes, small palettes, everything in between. So I think it really comes down to what your personal preference is, and if you think you're going to be able to get a lot of looks out of it. I personally, like, I can see myself using this palette all summer. In terms of formula, I thought the formula was nice. I wasn't necessarily like, oh my gosh, these are the best eyeshadows I've ever used, but I would say they definitely were up to what my expectation would be of Sigma. With Sigma being a higher end brand, something that's a little bit pricier, I would say this is a nice quality high-end palette. And then as for the lip products, pretty straightforward. I mean, I'm always down for a good gloss, always down for a good liquid lipstick. These feel really comfortable on my lips. I love the colors. Again, I think these are all colors that I will absolutely use like all the time, all summer. I can wear them when I'm fair, I can wear them when I'm tan. So this is definitely a color story that really works for me personally. So I'm happy with it. So with that, I think that is going to be it for this video. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you guys picked up this palette. What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you want to see more looks with it? I think I would definitely like to do at least like another tutorial or maybe a 2 looks 1 palette with this palette eventually. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, let me know. If you made it this far in the video and you have not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any future uploads. You can also ring that notification bell if you really don't want to miss any future uploads. Yep, I did just drop something. Oh god. How do I drop something when it's like not even in my hand? I don't know. Oh, I almost just dropped it again. Anyway, you can also follow me on Instagram. I am at DebDebGregs over there as well, and I also post a ton of makeup related content over there, so go ahead and hop on over. And with that, I will catch you in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.